What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Wake up with me. It's your man, Trayvon Pratt, with AIM, always improving the mind. Man, how we doing today? It's Mindset Monday. We have switched over to Mindset Monday. From this point on out, we won't be going live every day. We'll be going live every Monday. Still going to be here for the guys, for the people. You can always join me live. Link in the chat, link in the description. Just tap the link and I'll let you in. But yes, man, tell me something good. Tell me something good on this beautiful Monday morning. That's how I wake up. That's what I say every morning. Thank you, God, for waking me on yet another blessed, beautiful day, a beautiful morning. It don't matter if it's raining, if it's freezing, it don't matter. It's a beautiful morning for you to be able to wake up. If you got breath in your body, you got opportunity, right? No matter what your circumstances are, you are the creator. You are the creator of your circumstances. You are the creator of your reality. You are the creator of you. Always improving the mind. You're building you. You're creating you, right? Keep that in mind. So today I might not hold y'all too long on this beautiful day, right? Let me express how beautiful it is for me. Just a little sidebar. For one, um, my body is working. My body is functioning. I challenged myself to do the push-ups and squats. Knocked that out this morning. Yesterday was a rest day. I still did 50 squats and I think 20 push-ups, right? Still did something. I didn't sit and stagnant. I did rest, but I still did my push-ups and squats, even though it was a rest day. Um, just drinking more water, getting more rest. My body is more functioning. My body is talking louder. Right? I had celebrated Valentine's over the weekend with my woman, and she took an extra day off, so she's still here. And she's not a morning person, but somehow she woke up with me this morning, and I got to enjoy her presence a little bit longer. That is beautiful. That is awesome. That has put me in a nice, light, calming. I didn't wake up like, oh, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. No, I woke up to her. So that put me that grounded me, right? I love that lady. So then spirit speaks, right? With spirit speaking, it was like I'm hearing the birds are chirping much louder this morning, right? It's much more still. It's much more calm. It's freezing outside. It's like 26 degrees. So a lot of people are still wrapped up in their blankets and nice and cozy, which is all good. But this is the reason why I love the dark of the morning, that silence, that stillness, that one with self, that peace. I don't get that any other time of the day. I love the dark of the morning. There might be something we could talk about later. But yeah, so this is where I'm at this morning. How are you feeling? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. How are you doing? Right? Now, this live is about keeping your excitement and keeping your momentum, right? Remember, I told you I used to say high hopes lead to high letdown. So I wouldn't allow myself to get too excited about anything. What was happening? I was triggering myself every time I knew I was getting excited at that peak moment of excitement of whatever thought, of whatever possibility, whatever opportunity, whatever came to mind that got me excited. What I would do is I would take that and then something happens where it's like just brings it right back down. brings it right back down. Some people pride themselves on being able to be even keel. There's no such thing to me. There's no such thing to me. That's not a true balance. You're not allowing yourself to feel, if you ask me. I understand it, right? And we probably talk about it within this live. I understand the initial what you're saying, excuse me, when you say you're even keel. It's just to have a sense of humility, to know that you're gonna have ups, you're gonna have downs. It's not always gonna be up, and you're not always gonna be down. So I understand that sense of even keel, but people get into that realm and don't allow themselves to feel excitement or joy or to be too happy because they know that, hey, I can be just as sad the next day or the next minute, you know? Like, so people don't allow themselves to feel. And that I don't agree with. I don't agree with that. So, what is happening when you have that peak moment of excitement and then it just withers away? What is happening when your all of your, the initial thought got you all of this energy and then it's what is happening? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what you believe is happening in that peak moment of excitement? And I say excitement because you get excited by the thoughts, the possibilities, the daydreams, like you get excited for purposeful things that you see opportunity in, something that's meaningful to you, something that you could only dream of, you could wish, right? What is happening? I will tell you. What is happening is that pessimistic point of view of realism. You're allowing the negativity to take hold. You're allowing doubt to creep in. Just because it has never happened to you doesn't mean that it won't ever happen. Single people get excited about the possibility of a relationship or how good it would feel to have someone who loves them the way that they want them to love them. And then they'll tell themselves, I wish, right? What you're doing is you're changing your vibe. You're changing your vibration, you're changing your frequency. So whatever you're putting out there is what's going to come to you. So if you don't allow yourself to feel, if you don't allow yourself that peak excitement, right? Whatever that you initially felt good about, if you don't allow yourself to embrace that, then you're going to embrace all of the other stuff that you're focusing on, right? So that doubt is what's killing your excitement. That pessimism is what's killing your excitement. Let me give you the definition of pessimism because I'm an optimist, right? Let me give you the definition. Let me give you the definition. The tendency to see, anticipate, or emphasize only bad or undesirable outcomes, results, conditions, problems, etc. Right? The doctrine that the existing world is the worst of all possible worlds, or that all things naturally tend to evil, right? The belief that evil and pain in the world are not compensated for by goodness and happiness. Boom, boom. Responding to comments as well. Um, yes, man. That's pessimism. To see all evil, right? To focus on negatives, right? You're emphasizing only the bad or undesirable outcomes, right? You're looking at what can possibly go wrong, and we already expressed that that's a never-ending loop, right? So I'm an optimist. I'm the opposite of that, but I learned not to be naive. Like I was overly optimistic to the point where I would only see the good and and like the negative as a falsehood. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even pay attention to that. No, I've learned not to be naive. Like negativity is a part of it, right? It's a part of life. Like we keep on talking about this balance, but we focusing on one side. It's not one side. You have to understand that there is good and bad, right? There is faith and fear. Which side do you want to put more weight on, though? I'm gonna focus on the good. So that's optimist. That's optimism, right? And if I get an initial thought, if I get an initial thought that gets me excited, then I know I need to act on it. That thought, if everything happens for a reason, then there's no such thing as a coincidence. That thought did not come to you by chance. That thought did not come to you by, just off of a whim. You did not feel. That's how spirit speaks, is through your emotion. You did not feel, huh? What you felt from that initial thought for no reason. If you got excited by it and it's a good thing, you see a possible outcome, right? And it was, especially if it was a random thought, like you could see yourself, it's a warm day, right? You might be out there walking or working out or whatever, walking to the store, whatever, but you outside. You feel the breeze, and then you just like randomly see yourself in a sports car with the top down, feeling that same breeze. You get excited at a thought like that, and that's good. When you can see it, when you can visualize it, then it's something that you can work towards. You were not given that vision for no reason. Everything you see in your mind, you can create and make. This is your power, your creativity. You can create and make that. You wouldn't be able to create what you couldn't see up here. You see with your mind first, and then you see with your eyes. You see with your mind first, and then you see with your eyes. So it's a good thing that you're having whatever thoughts, whatever beliefs, whatever is going on that is fueling you, that is giving you that energy, that excitement, that childish ambition, that curiosity, that willingness to go. That is motivation. That is what's giving you your purpose. That is what's fueling you. But you're killing yourself. You're killing your excitement by doubting. Or let's look at reality, right? Because there's two realities. The reality in which you that we all live in and the reality that you create. Right? And in this reality is where all of your visions and stuff are. And if you want to be able to bring those into the other reality, the reality that we all live in, I know I'm losing some people, and all in the other reality that we all indulge in, the physical reality, then you have to be able to connect the two. You have to be able to bring it from this portion over here, and you have to believe it enough that this can come true. It's the belief. You don't believe it enough. You're allowing yourself to not get excited, to stay even keel, you're doubting yourself and you're lying to yourself to tell yourself that you don't deserve or you're not there or you can't do or you haven't done or you don't know. You're lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. I've experienced this time and time again. And with my experiences, I I would come across the same type of thought. It might be on something different, but I will come across the same type of thought, and I challenge myself to stay there. Like, it feels good, right? I'm excited about this possibility, and it could be something as simple as saying hi, right? Who here has created a whole script, created a whole movie scene of dialogue between you and a person you have yet to talk to or wish to talk to? Who has created a whole conversation? You done had a whole conversation in the possibility, and then you'll come back to and you haven't spoken to this person yet. They're right in front of you, more than likely. They're able to be contacted, more than likely, but you have not contacted them. Me, if I go to that extent, if I go to that measure, right, and feel as though we can have that good of a conversation, then I need to see if it's gonna actually happen. If I'm that excited about something as small as saying hi to you and that could lead to more conversation, more dialogue, then I'm going to just go ahead and say hi. If I can play it out and it ends well in here, in my reality, then I'm gonna act it out in this reality. This is killing doubt. This is killing pessimism. You need more experience. You need more wins. You need more achievements. You need more you need more yeses. But you can't get to them yeses if you don't go through the no's. You got to stop giving yourself the no. Remember I told y'all that I subscribed to that I'm I. Now you can't tell me that I'm not sexy, right? Why is that? Because I've gotten enough compliments, right? Not only did I compliment myself and change my own self identity, but I gotten enough experience outwardly that tells me that backs this. This is evidence, right? You're just getting evidence on what you believe. You're just gathering evidence on what you believe. Come on, man. That's what like I don't want any limitations. And I truly believe that there aren't any. You are setting your own limits and subscribing to them and cracking under the weight of your own pressure. And it's a beautiful thing once you acknowledge it because now you can stretch your limits, right? You can reach new heights. You can do more things. You are improving yourself. You are improving yourself, your self identity, your self awareness, right? Self esteem, self confidence, all of that gets improved once you understand. Stop stopping you. You are your biggest obstacle. You are what's holding you back. Stop stopping you, right? You can always make more money. There's too many things, too many ways, too many skills that you could develop about yourself that can put you in positions to make you more money. You could always make more money. You can. There's too much love out here for you to be focused on hate and fear. You really can get unconditional love in your life. It starts with you. And if you stopping yourself, if you limiting yourself, then you're not truly loving yourself, right? You can protect yourself from certain things, but how much protection do you need? You got you. You got you, right? So this is what's killing your momentum, your doubt, that negative, pessimistic point of view of reality. Maybe this reality is pessimistic. That's why you got to stay in your reality and carry that into this one. You got to bring your optimistic, your best self into this one. All of the things that people say are wrong with the world, I improved on myself. If I saw that this was a problem in the world, then let me not attribute to that problem. Then I can't say for certain that this is a problem because this is not happening to me. Come on. And if enough of us thought like that, then it won't be as big of a problem. Whatever the problem is. Now, again, I'm optimistic, but I'm not naive. I'm one who has been walking through the hood almost daily for a year now, right? And they like every time I go out there, somebody like, be careful, be safe. Hey, it's dangerous out there. And I'm like, yo, I've been walking through here for a year with no danger. It's not as dangerous as people claim it to be. But then I get robbed at gunpoint. And I'm still like, hey, that's one occasion out of a whole year of me consistently being here. I don't see it as that dangerous. So, yeah, so not naive to say, hey, that problems can't happen. People don't do things, right? Like, I'm not naive, but I don't have that pessimistic point of view of reality. It's a beautiful thing. I wake up and I hear the birds chirping. I feel the breeze of the wind. I see the sun rising, and it's like, yo, ain't nothing ugly about that. I'm at peace, right? I want that for you all as well. And initially, when you get the thought, that thought wasn't as random as you think it to be, right? It might not be as accurate as you think it to be because we have all types of thoughts, but definitely the feeling you get, the surge of emotion you get from whichever emotion was the right thing to feel. Now just what you do with it. And if you felt good, what you gonna do with that good? Put that good into something good. Create that good, right? You already felt it. Make it a reality. Stop stopping yourself. This is the one thing that is killing your momentum, your happiness, your opportunity, your excitement, your joy. This is what's doing it. This is what's happening that's triggering you to start comparing yourself. That negative sense of comparison, it came as a defense mechanism to confirm of why you shouldn't. Well, I ain't there. I'm not like him. I don't got that much money. I don't know those types of people. All of that negative sense of comparison, it came from that thought of doubt, right? Otherwise, it would be a positive sense of comparison. Oh, I'm motivated by this. I'm inspired by this. I want to do this. I want to get that. I don't have it yet, but I'm going to work towards that. Let me talk to them. Hmm, that type of stuff, man. You really can control your thinking, right? And you can navigate your emotions. We're gonna talk about emotional control too. You can navigate your emotions. But being self-aware, being aware of these moments, these small things that happen so quickly, right? Because I mean, it's a thought. It's like a thought happens in the speed of light, speed of sound, like it's faster than all of that. Like your processing is almost instantaneous. So it's hard to be able to catch that moment of doubt, that moment of that peak excitement that brought you right back down, right? You could just be driving and you had a thought, "Oh, I should do something." Most of our thoughts come when we're on autopilot, when we're doing something that's natural to us. So, like most of our thoughts come when we're in the shower, right? When we're doing some type of chore. For me, is mowing the lawn or doing dishes. When your hands are busy, but you like, man, I need to write this down, or I need to remember this. I need to start on this or something. When you're busy, that's when you have the most thoughts because your body is active, but you don't have to think about what you're doing. So your mind is as well as active and is able to think about different stuff other than what you're actually doing in the moment. So this is why your mind is more active. This is why you have all of those thoughts when you're in the shower, you're doing dishes, you're driving, right? Cooking. When you're doing something that you don't have to focus on too much, then you're able to think more, if that makes sense to somebody. You're able to think more. And from there, usually what happens is you're busy, right? You have that thought, you have that excitement, but you're busy. I'll get to it when I'm done. You just put it to the back burner. That back burner doesn't get that much attention, doesn't get that much heat. You literally just killed the momentum for whatever it was that you just thought about. I've gotten the notion of like if I'm driving, I won't stop and write. But what I would do is I'll pull out my phone. You got your phone, and I'll record myself. What was the thought? I'm not going to just leave it to thought because even if I can remember what I was thinking about, I probably don't have the same energy as I did when I initially thought about it the first time. So I will record it, and that will show me how excited I was about this initial thought. That's something that you can do. Um, Same with like washing dishes or in the shower. I used to have a waterproof shower pad, a waterproof notepad for the shower specifically. So when I'm in the shower, you get the best ideas in the shower. I had something to write on, right? I can't find them anymore. I don't know if they make them anymore, but I had one. So I could write with all of those. All of the best thoughts come when you're in the shower. Or I could have said this, you're having debates and stuff. Or the next time something happened, I'm gonna do this and all of that. Right? When I get out the shower, this is what I'm gonna do. You get out the shower, you dry off like what I was about to do. All the best ideas come to you when you're busy but on autopilot. So your mind can be active. And that's awesome. So in these moments of peak excitement, try to keep it, try to latch onto it, try to jot down, somehow document what the thought is that's gotten you to this level of excitement. Try to jot it down at that moment. Stop what you're doing because it's important. Stop what you're doing and document this very thing that's gotten you so enthralled in emotion. And I'm leaving it on the positive side. This is also how you can help yourself out of depression or a depressive state of mind because you can pinpoint the trigger, the stress, whatever is causing that depressive state of mind. You feel it, and you feel it most when you're on autopilot. Because that's when your brain is active and you can actually notice stuff. So you feel it most when you're on autopilot. That's why a lot of depressed people never really seem depressed on the outside. They're active, they're busy, they're doing stuff. In the midst of them doing stuff, they are beating themselves up inside. I'm one, I've been there, right? And it's like, oh, just keep on working, just keep on doing more stuff. But meanwhile, internally, you're still degrading yourself, belittling yourself, doubting yourself. Same thing, man. Take a moment when you at that peak moment of emotion, take that moment, jot it down. When you jot it down, you can play it back or you can see this very instant that this is what's causing me this harm. This is what's causing me this joy. I need to act out of this. I need to do something about this. This is my problem or this is my solution. Come on now. This is critical thinking at its finest. Come on, man. And you take control of that. So no longer will you allow doubt to creep in when you have a great thought, something that you know, like, oh man, you can see yourself owning the apartments you just drove by. And then it's like I never owned an apartment building. Who am I to have, tenants? Before that before that doubt creeps in, write it down. Hey, I see myself owning apartment buildings. Boom. And leave it there. Like you don't that was the actionable step. You wrote it down. You can come back to it and see it and like, yo, now it's something that I could work towards. Cause you see it. Say seeing is believing, right? You don't have to see with your eyes. You see with your mind. And once you see it in here, you shall believe enough to actually bring it into fruition. So this is one of the means of creation. Keep that excitement. Keep that excitement about you. It's always a possibility, and it wouldn't have came to your mind if it wasn't meant for you. So, yes, keep that excitement. Don't allow doubt to come in. Get rid of the pessimistic point of view of reality. Be an optimist about what you want. Be an optimist about you, right? And your reality. Believe enough to jot it down. Take the moment. It's called a pause. Take the moment, take that pause, take that time to pause right there. And hey, before I react, you know, before I allow myself to say that this is not reality, let me get back to what I was already doing, driving, doing the dishes, or whatever. That's a mundane task that you don't really need to focus on, huh? And jot it down. Keep that emotion about you so that you can operate and actually make something happen. This is one of the ways I stay happy because even though there's ups and downs, you talk about even kill. My even kill is up here. That's why I'm an optimist. So even though there's ups and downs, I'm focused on the ups. It's gonna be some more ups. I got ups. I am up. I am up. I'm up. You feel me? So yeah, I focus on what I want to focus on. I'm not naive about the downs, but I'm focused on the ups. I generate the feelings that I want to feel. I create my winning environment. I create my peace. I surround myself with the people that I want to be around me, a certain energy, a certain vibration. I know it's trendy to talk about it, but it's real. I ain't surrounding myself with people who I consider toxic because there's a certain level of toxicity that I accept. A certain level of toxicity is funny, right? Some of the best jokes come from that negative sense of toxic. We could laugh about it, but I ain't staying there. you know, so I don't indulge in too much of none of that. This is how you create your lifestyle. This is how you create your peace, your happiness. your joy. This is how you create your heaven on earth. This is how you create. It's by allowing yourself to feel and acknowledging those feelings and actively working out of that state. What was the thought that caused that emotion? Come on, man. I hope somebody gets something from this one today. But we can go ahead and cut this because I need to spend a little more time with my baby. I need to be in peace just a little bit longer before I step out in the chaos of the world. I love you all. I thank you all for being here. It's Mindset Monday. Trayvon Pratt with AIM, always improving the mind. Much love.